because we're starting to see movements of change, like movements, whole live movements, like we moving. There's no longer like, ideologies or theories or just like plan of action. No, there is just action, right? And it's interesting how the ideas and the ideologies and the movements are embodied in humans, right? They're embodied, yeah, they're embodies. It's like, I might sound crazy, which if you say so, that's good for me, I guess. I'm doing that thing where I'm getting weird in front of the camera. We working on that, so we're gonna cut all that shit out. So basically, like, I'm seeing people, but I'm also seeing movements, right? Like, I'm seeing everything that I've ever like thought about or dreamt about, or like, if we lived in a better world, right? Like the new world is really, really here, and it's like when I look at my peers, and then when I also look at some elders, right? But then definitely when I look at the youth, those younger than me, I see it. Never in my life would I have thought these systems, these societal structures that have been erected, I'd never seen. I'd see their demise, or even like a crack in their foundation, but we're seeing that tumbling. And like, I'm not no politician or nothing, but buddy, I tell you, shit is fucking changing. That shit is really, really, really important. I think that in order for us to really keep what we've done so far, we have to preserve self, right? Self-preservation for me has been it's been interesting because it looks bad to the self-sacrificing, right? It looks bad to the martyrs that have laid themselves on the floor and said, take me, I volunteer as tribute. Nah, none of that. There's no more Hunger Games. There's no more survival. Why would I survive when I can live? It's fine. There's nothing out here. Mental prisons, mental enslavement is really, really scary, right? And to be like, this part of my life is like being behind bars and seeing the door open. Okay, you're free to go. Like, this is that part of my life. And like, I'm stepping out. I'm just out of my cell, right? Like, I'm stepping out. Like, I'm taking this is the first step. And that shit feels good. It feels really good. If you ask many around me if I have talents, I don't know what they would say. But I know one thing they'll say. She can talk. And it's always been used as an insult for the most part. But I have started to create my own work. I've started to create my own art, my own writing. And like, the first moment where I just like knew, the first moment of knowing, I guess the first breath to the spirit, right? That first spark of inspiration was when I was writing and I was looking at my own work. I was like, yo, I'm fire. And it was like looking at the paper, like, bitch, I am my favorite artist. That is just, we're gonna put that out there right now. I am my #1 favorite artist to ever exist, that will ever exist, because I get to enjoy the process of it. Because like, I'm inspired by so many people. There's so many fucking great creators out here. But I am my favorite creator. I think that's pretty fair when it's my life that I'm creating for me to be my favorite creator. I am my favorite fucking artist. I'm getting fix my. I'm my favorite artist, and but I have a lot of favorite artists. No, actually, not a lot. That was a lie. I have a handful of favorite artists, and they're very, very, very like near and dear to my heart. Only because I spend time consuming their content. But I do respect all artists, and I do see all artists, and I will always pay homage forward through this. However, it's a time thing, right? I'd much rather just spend time creating my shit than consuming, right? But I find myself in spaces where people can take what I pour into them, but I'm not replenishing myself, right? I'm not keeping my, what is it, a kettle? My teapot or whatever the fuck it's called, full. I'm not keeping it full. So that's the problem. And sharing and expressing in this way is actually kind of cool. I'm getting a little comfortable in front of the camera. But it's like I'm not uncomfortable in real life. I'm not socially awkward in real life. And I'm pretty outgoing in real life. I'm the one nut most of the time in most places. Like, I'm the one that is willing to say the thing that no one's willing to say, or like, I'm pretty comfortable in my skin. But it's what lies within that's been scaring a bitch. I've been shook a lot lately. Like, even like I was telling a friend, I was like, to look into my own eyes, like on camera, like, ooh, you know, it's it's been interesting. But yeah, I'm just go ahead and conclude that. Oh, what the fuck? Been talking for 7 minutes. Told you I was a fucking talker. Listen, do one thing for me today if you've gotten this far. Create some shit. Go create your shit. I love you. I care. I care. Shit, fucking sue me for it. I care. I see you. Well, I'm looking at me right now, so I see me. Therefore, I must see you. I have to. Peace out.